Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double unto the apostles, the great millstone. Salutations to all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. I'm that fellow servant, Kanakal. I come at you back again, GMS Tampa, GMS St. Petersburg, Florida. Alright, and it says California farmers and Mexican cheese sales. U.S. trade war takes a toll. And it says, this is an article posted July 27. It says, Tulare Caliph, Stephan Manasibo, a fourth-generation California dairy farmer with 2,300 cows, has battled ups and downs in his temperamental industry for a quarter century, only to find himself a casualty of U.S. trade war with one of his biggest customers, Mexico. All right, so you know, people are being affected by this trade war. Okay, let me play this video. Probably add, maybe add in there, of course.
Easy, girl. When you go and you take, say, Mexico, who's one of our greatest trade partners in the dairy industry, and you get in a war with them to where they start putting tariffs on powdered milk or cheese or whatever their country is at that time they want to import. I understand you're trying to make them feel some pressure, but you're making this industry feel it twice as bad. I can't sit on my milk for a month or 2 months. It has to move. These cows can't be shut off. They have to eat. They have to continue to eat. They have to continue to be milked. The employees have to be here around the clock to take care of them. And we don't have an industry that we can shut the doors for a month and when things straighten back out, turn them back on. During that time, we continue to suffer losses in the dairy industry. And so we bite it or eat it as hard as any industry, I believe, that's out there. We are a family business, and we want to keep this as a family business. But struggles, and if this thing stays, and economic pressure along with environmental regulations and trade wars, if these continue to mount, there's writing on the wall that the farm won't be here, at least not for even me to pass on to my children. I could very well be the last generation in my family to be in a dairy business.
And now, with round-the-clock updates from Reuters journalists.
And that's beautiful, man. So now you crackers, man, can see how it is to suffer, man. See how it is to fail, man. Because the farming industry, hey, those some of the richest people on the planet. But another thing is, the government, you know, they don't give a shit either, because shit, those are family-owned farms, man. They want to wipe you guys out anyways. Why? Because they want you to be dependent on the government. All right. They want you to be dependent on the government. So the government probably can care less if your business go out, man. All right. Let me go show you too. He made some good points as well. He said, like we said, we cannot cut these cows off. There's no off switch in cows, man. So even though they're not selling milk, those cows still have to be fed, man. Thousands of pounds of food a day. Okay, and that costs money. Okay. So what? There's no profit being made. Yeah, I'm feeding these cows thousands of pounds of food a day, but I would be selling milk. But I'm not selling no milk, so I still got to continue to feed these cows. If not, these cows are going to die, and ultimately my business is going to go out. So, man, it's beautiful, man. You know, it's beautiful to see this place go down, to see America fall, man. All right? That great merchant city, that's why this is Babylon. This is that great merchant city, okay? And the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right, and also the people that descend from them that may look like the other nations, that may look white, Chinese, African, so on and so forth. Okay, if your spirit resonate with this truth, okay, if you can understand it and receive this truth, it's a good chance you are Israelite. Okay, so it says Monsibo 47 represents one of approximately 1,300 dairy farms families eking out living in California on narrow margins. So this is just one. This situation that he just spoke about, he's just one out of 1,300. All right, farm families. Once again, they don't care about the farm families, man. They don't care if your business get wiped out, man. They want the government. They want you to be dependent on the government. It says, out a living in California on the narrow margins of enterprise that increasingly relies on exports. It says, for Mancebo and other U.S. dairy farmers and processors who turn milk into cheese, butter, and other products, the trade war is threatening to snuff out a nascent rebound from 3 years of slumping prices that have driven nearly 140 California dairies out of business. Look at that. So 140 California dairies out of business, man. Okay. It says, in retaliation for tariffs that President Donald Trump imposed on imports of steel and aluminum, Mexico in late May announced duties on cheeses, other foreign products, and metals from the United States. Milk and cheese prices on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, a key part of the formula that determines what dairy producers are paid, faltered immediately on expectations of Mexico tariffs would translate into U.S. surpluses. The extent of export disruption has yet to be quantified, but sudden downturns in demand are challenging for dairy farmers, whose means of production need to be fed and milked on a daily basis. Exactly. So these cows got to be fed and milked on a daily basis. There's no off switch. So here it is. You got to feed them. You're feeding them and milking them. You're feeding them, which is costing money, but then you're milking them, but then you can't sell the milk. All right, they're losing bad, man. It says our product is perishable. Okay. Once again, every time you buy a gallon of milk, it has an expiration date. Okay. So it ain't like you can, it ain't like the natural, not the natural, but the plant-based milks. Okay, like hemp milk, for example, I like to drink, or almond milk, that you can prolong the life, because it's not perishable, all right? This milk, this dairy milk is perishable, man. It says, I can't sit on my milk for a month or 2 months. Mancebo told Reuters outside his dairy in Tulare, in California's Central Valley, these cows can't be shut off. And exactly, it's a natural production. But let Esau have it. Esau, man, he has some powdered milk for you. All right, some GMO powdered milk that you just add water to, man. Okay, unnatural. It says after several years of showing little if any profit. Wow. So they're not showing little or any profit. So there's no hope. Okay, he sees no hope. They're losing that hope in that American dream. He even said, I don't know if I can pass this farming industry to my grandkids or to my kids, man. He don't see no hope. It says Mancebo said he had been looking forward to a turnaround in prices that might have netted his operation $50,000 to $80,000 a month later this year, allowing him to break even for 2018. And $80,000 a year, that's a lot of money, man. I mean, it's like $80,000 a month. That's a lot of money. Okay. Most months I don't make anything, so to take that is considerable loss at this time, said Mancebo, whose support for Trump has been undiminished despite the effect on the trade policy. So what? Whose support for Trump? So here it is. He still supports Trump, but he losing $80,000 a month. He hasn't been making no money, and his business is in danger, but he still support Trump. This is beautiful, man. That is so beautiful, man. Here it is. You support Trump. You voted for him. Make America great again. But hey, he's failing. It says the United States is Mexico's leading foreign supplier of dairy goods, including nearly $400 million in cheese last year. Dairy operators in California, the nation's top milk producing states, are especially vulnerable to Mexico's 25% cheese tariffs. All right, and I'm not gonna sit here and read all this. All right. I'm gonna read this. See the closing statement. It says Mancebo said that even Trump's policies are hurting him. All right, but here it is. You supported this devil. It says he backs the measures. Our trade deficit needed to be addressed, and it was going to be a struggle whenever it happened. He said so. It's kind of like holding our breath. Problem is we're holding our breath underwater. So even when you stop holding your breath, okay, and you open to take a breath, then water gonna go in all inside of your lungs. So it's just a dangerous situation for these farmers. I'm gonna close out and get some precepts. It says Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right, and Babylon was that great merchant city, man. Okay, Revelation, the 18th chapter, making tons of money, millions, 80,000 a month. Okay, that made all the earth drunk, and the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, and the Lord is systematically breaking this place down. Economically, all right, then he's going to physically bring this place down with thermonuclear missiles. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to heal America by putting his force on other countries, by being a bully. All right. So he's trying to heal it. It says we would have healed Babylon, so Babylon can't be healed. But she is not healed, okay? So this ain't doing nothing but further afflicting that wound. It says, forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right? I'm going to close out on the favorite scripture about the economy closing. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, the grinders cease because they are few. All right, there's few. It's not much business, so the grinding is going to cease due to the tariffs, due to the economic situations. The grinding is going to cease because it's going to be few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Okay, and the doors shall be shut. So those that look out the windows shall be darkened. So he sees a dark future for his business. Okay. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. He's gonna have to shut his business down, sell his cows. You know, in the business, when the business is going out, they sell everything. So he's gonna have to sell his cows and probably sell them for less. All right, less than what they're worth, and just cash out. He's gonna have to just cash out, man. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up the voice of the bird of daughters, and the music shall be brought low. The point is, when the sound of grinding is low, and grinding is the sound is getting low for him, man. He say some months he don't make no money. All right, so the best thing for him to do is just cash out, sell his cows for cheap, and just close up. If he's an Edomite, go buy himself some gold and silver, buy himself a bunker and store up food and just wait out this destruction, man, and live the rest of your life, man. Go live the rest of your life. Go max out your credit cards. Go spend all your money, because this place is over with, man. That American dream, we're waking up out of that dream. Actually, it was a nightmare, okay? But with that, man, just a quick article, pretty edifying to me, man. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.